having a moment like that is like, you can't really plan that.
No, you can't. Like, I remember it dropped, like, it was like 2 weeks after it dropped. I think the video was at like 50 mil, and like Justin Bieber, Future, some other people dropped videos, all theirs were at like 10 mil. And we're over here, like, we literally, all your views combined, we did right here. Like, it was crazy.
You know, I know, that I'm finna blow.
What's up, guys? You're watching Blue House TV, and today I'm here with the one and the only Jake the Shooter. How we doing today, brother?
I'm doing good, bro. Appreciate you having me on. I'm excited.
Let's go. We out here in LA at the Shooter Co. house, right?
We got Grant, Tilly, Justice, Raptor living here. The guys.
Let's go, the squad.
It's a good time. Yeah, it's a good time, bro.
I love it. So tell me about how, like, even this house came together and how you guys found this spot.
We moved in here 3 years ago on June 1st.
Okay.
So it's been like 3 years. I used to live in downtown alone. None of them all lived here besides Grant. And I was like, yo, we should all just get a house together. Raptor and Tilly were in Boston at the time. So then we found this spot on Zillow and moved in.
The rest is history.
The rest is history, yeah.
How has it changed since, like, being solo, like living on your own, to having a house full of like different creators that are kind of pursuing almost like the same type of stuff?
Yeah, no, I mean, it changed drastically because, you know, everyone's like pushing each other to get to a higher point in your life and in your career, and it's a great environment, honestly. Yeah,
that's awesome.
It's a good time.
That's awesome. So I want to kind of dive into like some of the story for the people that maybe don't know a little bit deeper. I know you're from Boston, correct?
Yeah, Boston.
So tell people you're from Boston, and you just turned 23. Your birthday was yesterday, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Happy belated.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate that. Yeah.
So 23 years old. You're from Boston. Tell me what it was like growing up in Boston, and like what started getting you into start doing music videos and that type of stuff.
Yeah, no, it's cool. Boston's dope. You know, I still go back there like once a month to see my family, friends there. But yeah, I started filming like skateboarding when I was like 14, 15. I was a big longboarder. Okay. So like I'd set up a camera on a tripod, skate down the hill, go home, cut that shit up on like, what did I used to use? Movie Maker, Windows Movie Maker. And I was just posting on YouTube. I started getting like sponsorships, like going crazy with the longboarding. And then I started hiring like people to film so then I could just edit it. And then I started just like doing other filming stuff because I started to realize like I was better at the filming and the editing than I was at the skateboarding.
Okay.
And I was a big fan of music, so I started filming for like local concerts, local artists, met Raptor early on, met like a bunch of other people, and yeah, it's come to what it's got to now.
That's crazy. So literally from longboarding, like you were starting longboarding, you had a passion for skating or whatever, filming these videos, and you were a decent longboarder?
Yeah, no, it's pretty good. All the videos are still up there. You can see me going crazy down the hill.
I will put one right here on the screen for the people so they can check it out.
Yeah, no, there's some crazy ones. But yeah, I went from that to like, I would sneak into like P&B rock shows or like whoever, A Boogie, like whoever was performing, I would try to get in with an opener or just sneak my way in just to, you know, film a little edit of them, send it to them, try to get the follow, try to eventually lead into something greater. And that's like just kind of how I fell in love with the passion of the whole thing. I was like, damn, I could see myself doing this forever. Like, let's just try to get to that top level.
100%. So started out in Boston, and so it was the local scene. You're like, let me get tapped into the local scene. People are coming here with shows and stuff like that. Let me just find a way to get myself in the door and show them my style with my camera and stuff like that.
Exactly, yeah, exactly. That's how it started. And then graduated high school. Decided to go to LA Film School right out of high school just to be out here, go to school a little bit, learn. School was okay, didn't really teach me much, so I dropped out after like a year.
Okay.
I was like doing a lot of BTS for big artists, so I'd like go to like a Bia shoot or like Lil TJ or like Lil Scott or just like any big artist, and I would see how these big productions move, you know, took notes, got mentored by Edgar Estevez, who's like a major director. He kind of taught me the ropes.
Blank Square.
Yeah, and yeah, Blank Square, exactly.
Yep.
And yeah, shit went crazy.
That's awesome. So you came out here initially to pursue film. So it was like, hey, the goal was I'm gonna do some music, or like not necessarily music videos, but something in the film related stuff in LA. And then you dipped out of the school, like over the school was kind of just try the independent. What would you say that for people that maybe are in school right now, what's the pros and cons of maybe that, or like, is there any pros? Would you recommend people like, hey, don't even do the school stuff, you should go straight independent, pick up the camera and just start grinding?
Yeah, I mean, bro, if I did it, anyone could do it. Like, just go pick up a camera, watch some YouTube videos, start making videos. Like, your first one's gonna suck, second one's gonna suck. Like, just keep going. Eventually, you start to distinguish like a style, and you can, you know, find out the artists that you really fuck with and that you believe in, and start shooting those videos, and
That's
it
fire.
could lead to anything, bro.
That's fire.
I don't think school will teach you much. Like, they don't get the new age of like music videos and like that whole scene. Like, I used to tell my teachers like, yeah, I want to shoot big music videos when I get out of school, and they would all be like, there's no money in music videos. Like, what's the biggest budget music video? Like $500,000? Don't you want to shoot like films? I'm like, bro, I don't want to be standing there with the fucking audio pole. Like,
It's just some boring.
I'm trying to go turn up to Lil Baby and shoot a fire video.
No,
Like,
absolutely.
yeah,
No,
so
I love that. And so, do you know that first point where you're like, yo, I can shoot music videos and I'm fire at it? Was there like a certain video or a certain artist that you work with that was like, yo, I'm gonna start really taking this seriously? Like, we got something here.
yeah, no, it was probably when I started working with Rapta, because I was doing all his music videos, and we just had like a wave going, you know. And then I started, you know, branching out to other artists. I did one with Bia like early on before, so yeah, stuff just started moving. And then we did that Larray canceled diss track video. That one did like 100 million views.
Insane.
Before that, I had like my biggest video was probably like 100K.
Okay.
And this one did 100 million.
That's insane.
And then from there we got Dixie D'Amelio, Wiz Khalifa, and then they just kept stacking on. And the train, it was like a snowball effect. Like, all it took is that one video.
That one video opened like the door per se.
Yep. I mean, it's been 2 years since that happened, and we haven't had one that big yet.
Damn.
Again, like, it's tough. Like that, those like shift the internet in a way. Like,
Yeah, having
that's like the focus.
Yeah,
in
having
that
a moment
release.
like that is like, you
Yeah.
can't really plan that.
No, you can't. Like, I remember it dropped, like, it was like 2 weeks after it dropped. I think the video was at like 50 mil, and like Justin Bieber, Future, some other people dropped videos, all theirs were at like 10 mil. And we're over here, like, we literally, all your views combined, we
That's
did right here. Like,
insane.
it was crazy.
Dang.
Yeah.
So that was jumping ahead a little bit. Let's take it a little bit back when you were first kind of figuring out like your style and where you knew that you had something. At that time, were you charging for music videos, or were you like,
Yeah, I was even charging in high school. Like, in high school,
Okay.
I used to like drive to Manchester, shoot for my boys that were all there that would make music, and I would charge like $500,
Okay.
pull up, shoot an 8-hour video, come up with the idea on the spot for the most part. And I was just grinding, yeah.
Let's
like,
go.
moved out here, started doing like, you know, 2 to 5K range.
Okay.
Did some for like Ty Fontaine,
Yeah.
18 Vino, he signed to Jets and made another one.
yeah, fire?
Trying to think some other like smaller budget ones, and then boom, that Larray one hit.
And just change the direction of even like the way you guys are even approach a video now. Like, hey,
Yeah.
it's a different like production, everything.
Yeah, it's a different energy. Like, we're trying to shoot for that every time. Like, I remember waking up the next day, it had 12 million views in like one night. I was like, holy shit.
You're like,
this
what's
is
going
crazy.
on?
Like, everyone on the internet is talking about this.
Yeah.
And like, everyone loved the video. Like, they were like, this looks crazy.
Tell me about the opportunities that, or like the doors that have opened for that. Like, what would be like the craziest hit up after that was like, yo, this stemmed from that?
I mean, the Wiz one had to
Wiz
be.
one,
Yeah, because like, I've been a fan of Wiz since I was like
Bro.
10, bro. Like,
Goated.
yeah, I mean, and Dixie D'Amelio is like, was it like the biggest thing in that moment too? Because like, her and Charlie were killing TikTok, and like, that's when TikTok was in its prime. That video did like 30 million views, but it still did well.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Tell me about, what about like on set? Has there been something really crazy that you'll never forget, like a story or something crazy that happened? It's like, I'll never forget this moment.
Oh
on
yeah,
set.
there's so many, bro.
Can you
There's
tell
so
us? Can
many.
you tell us one story that you?
We did a
remember?
video with Maddox. You know Maddox?
Yeah.
We were supposed to go to Malibu. I had this whole treatment. I told him like, yo, I'll pay for the video, put it on our page, we'll drop it together, do this dope thing. He's like, bro, I'm so with it. Like, I fuck with y'all. I show up to his crib to pick him up. He's not answering. Like, an hour goes by. I'm just waiting outside of his spot. No answer.
Like,
He wakes up probably like 2 hours later, and he's like, bro, like, I slept in. Like, I'm sorry. Like, honestly, I don't even want to go to Malibu and do the video anymore. Like, let's just stay right here and do it here. New concept, new song. Just do it here.
you're like,
And I'm just like, well, I had extras meeting us there. I had costumes. Like, I had a whole thing. And I tried to explain him that. And I was like, yo, I rented equipment. But he was just like, bro, honestly, like, I'm just trying to stay here. If you want to shoot the video here, we can do it.
that's insane.
So I was like, fuck it, play me some music. And then we just shot the video right there. And it came out dope, but
Heck yeah.
that was a crazy story because I remember I had like 5-10 people with me, and everyone's just like, what is going on? Like, we had this
Really?
planned for weeks. Like,
And you're just like, are you serious?
yeah. Yeah.
Stuff like that happens, but you just gotta roll with the punches. That's some
You
like,
gotta just roll with it, yeah.
that's some real like music industry, not like industry, but that's some real like LA music stuff. It's like last minute, you never know what's gonna happen. You'll just end up doing something random, right?
Bro, crazy. Even like we did a video for Young MA. First video we did for her. We shot for probably 8 hours. It was a 12-hour day. We're coming into our final scene. We do a full take. She looks at us and goes, "Yo, why didn't you play the whole song?" I'm like, "What you mean? This is the whole song." And she's like, "Nah, like Ruby and I had another verse after that."
You're like,
I'm like, "MA, this is the only song that I've ever heard of this, like, that exists. Like, this is what your team sent me." She's like, "What kind of unprofessional shit is this?" And like storms off the set. And I'm like, fuck. This was like a big moment for me too, because I had never done like a big rapper. I had only done like TikTok musician / like artists, and she was like someone that I looked up to for a while. So I was like, fuck. I went back to her room and explained to her like, "Yo, when this whole conversation started about doing a video, this is the song that I've had like to that day, and they sent me a song the morning of the shoot, which was the wrong one too. So they didn't even have the right version for me." So then she realized, she apologized to us, freaking out at her managers. I'm like, "Yo, don't trip. Let's just shoot that last verse that you saved for this last scene. And I'll just rearrange the video a little bit. We'll save this last scene for the last part." It all worked out. It looked fire. But she was pissed at first, bro.
you had to control.
If I had
that
fucked
situation.
up, I would have been like, "Damn, I fucked up. Like, this is
100%.
part of the game.
You just
Everyone
had-
makes mistakes, but it wasn't me that time."
Oh my god, bro.
Yeah.
Navigating through some of those moments are stressful, huh?
Stressful, bro.
But it's important to be like, go with the flow and like kind of cater to whatever their vision is per se.
Exactly, yeah. No,
Yeah.
and it all worked out. She was so happy with it. We shot another one like a few months later.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love it. So there's definitely the pros about being out here in LA, like we were talking about. You can just pull up to random stuff at random times, last minute things. So everyone's just out here coming to work. Can you name some of the cons maybe of being out here? Maybe the stuff you don't like of being in LA?
Shit, I mean, you gotta be careful, bro. There's some slimy people out here in LA, but if you surround yourself with the right people, you know, you're golden. Like, I mostly surround myself with people that are from Boston or just people that I've known for a while. But yeah, like we've had crazy shit happen even with like the videos, like people stealing money, just doing shady shit. I'd say that's a big con. Traffic's a con. But I mean, there's so many pros, they outweigh the cons.
They outweigh the cons. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
I love LA.
Yeah, LA's
Good spot.
awesome. I like to sometimes dive into maybe not like the dark side, but some of the stuff that maybe people don't talk about, because it's like, it's not all glamour and glitz out here, especially when you're in this industry. You know, there's a lot of people that can be snaky and be doing some like slimy stuff, and it's like, hey, you know, sometimes bring the real stuff to the forefront to show people it's like, hey, there's some struggles out here. Can you be specific on anything like you've gone through that like?
Yeah, you know, I've had like producers like produce some of, you know, like videos that I've mentioned that were big videos, and they ended up just like stealing money, like saying the video actually costs 40, it actually costs 80 or something like that, and then where does all that money go? It just goes in someone's pocket. Like just some shady stuff like that. We've had camera gear stolen off our sets. So, I mean...
What's a reason why you'd have to cut somebody off to be like, all right, so like, for example, like as soon as those people steal, it's like they're completely
Yeah,
done,
they're done, just because like, we do this for the right reasons, you know?
Mm-hmm.
We love making videos, we love making dope art, we love artists. You know, we're not in it for the money or for just the bullshit. Like, we literally just do this to have fun. Like, this is what we would do, like, if we weren't getting paid, you know? Like, that's why we love what we do, like, yeah. So, like, if anyone is not on that same mind state, we're probably not fucking with you like that, yeah.
And that's why I think you guys have, like, had a lot of success, you know, in your stuff, because a lot of people, they do just focus on the money and, like, try to monetize too soon. And it should be more focused on the content and just having, like, a passion for it, because you make money through that. Like, just by being focused on being passionate about something or creating dope pieces of work, that money comes in. Like,
exactly,
you've probably seen it. Like,
I seen it firsthand, trust. Like, we do big videos, you know, we make good money off those big videos, and then we also do videos for the smaller artists that you see on our page, like, you know, Rap to Arden Jones, Timeline, Cheskino, like, Roki, all those kids, you know, we're paying for those videos most of the time just because we believe in them. Like, they're going to be superstars just like all those big videos we're doing. And then when they're superstars, we'll be going even crazier. Like, it'll all be full circle moments.
I love that. Tell me a little bit about, like, the business and how it goes into that when you're doing these underground artists, or not, like, they don't necessarily have like a big budget or stuff like that. How do you present that? Do you present that meaning like, hey, we need to take some sort of a payment, or do you kind of, it's all situational?
It's really all situational, but I mean, like, this is all like pretty new, you know, like stuff just started taking off a year ago, so everything is like, we're still figuring it out. But I mean, Shooter Co is the main brand. We're gonna have, you know, Shooter Co rentals,
Okay.
Shooter Co the production company, Shooter Co clothing, and then Shooter Co shows.
Love it.
Yeah, so, and then we're also gonna have a Shooter Co show where we interview artists, producers, managers, all in the garage. That'll be sick. But when an artist comes to, sorry to get off topic.
No, that's good. That's cool to know, even just the different aspects, you know?
Yeah, no, that's what I have a blueprint of. But to build off what you said about when an artist comes to me, it's usually, we have like a minimum budget basically that we'll take on anyone's work if they have, you know, enough money to pay us for it. But if we really fuck with an artist that doesn't have enough money to pay us, we're like, you know, give them the ultimatum, like, yo, put the video on our page, we'll share the fans, and we'll grow together, and we'll try to, you know, do a crazy moment.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and a lot of those times, like I said, you know, they have nothing, so it's like, oh, we'll pay for it, fuck it, bro.
100%.
Yeah, we'll try to make the shit crazy.
I love that. So actually putting up the money, spending the time, putting it on your thing, investing in it to make a moment for them.
Exactly, yeah, because it's not even just them that promotes it, you know, it's our whole team and our whole brand, and we're going crazy on the TikToks. Like, my brother's going crazy on our TikToks, trying to grow them. We got those free music videos.
Let's go.
All that.
Tell me about that. I know, because I saw like a post or whatever I think your brother made, and he was like, I think it was on TikTok or something, and grew the page to like 30,000 followers in like a month or whatever.
Yeah, we saw some kid do like shooting a free music video for someone.
Okay.
And we saw the video and we were like, oh, this is cool, but like we could do it way better.
100%.
So shout out to you for coming up with the idea, but yeah, we did it like on like almost like an Oliver Tree vibe where you can like tell I'm completely joking, and like obviously I'm not running into Bankroll Hayden in the middle of nowhere and then going to shoot like a big ass production music video. We want to do more like in the moments, like, yeah, let's go run and gun it. But yeah, we saw that video and it did super well. It's been helping the brand a lot.
That's awesome. That's awesome. It's cool that you brought your bro along too. Or is he been a part of it since like day one? Or
yeah, he has, and he started getting more involved, you know, as like we needed the help. Originally it was just me like doing this, and then after that Luray one, you know, everyone started helping out because it's grown so much. But yeah, he moved out here for college, dropped out too. Just grinding, same thing, crazy? Music stuff, yeah.
The music stuff. It just opened up some doors, and it's like, all right, this is what we're doing now, right?
Yeah, now we just gotta go.
Now we
can't stop. Can't stop.
That's how it sometimes happens. It just gets brought into naturally and organically. I think it's the best way. Tell me a little bit about like the structure. Is all your guys' money come just from music videos right now, or like what's the main form of like income?
Yeah, right now all of our income is the music videos, because some of them the budgets are pretty high. Like we're working with like Atlantic Records or Warner or Republic, one of the labels. Like they got some good money to put into the music videos. We just bought a Alexa Mini LF. It's like the camera that we shoot everything on.
Let's go.
So now we're forming a rental business where like we can use that camera on our own shoots, pay ourselves for it instead of just paying a rental house.
100%.
But yeah, there's gonna be a ton of ways. Plus we dropped hoodies. We did like 100 hoodies. They sold out in like 2 days.
That's fine.
So we gotta drop more. We just made tees. These are the blanks.
Okay.
But they got like some writing here, a little patch on the side, and then a big logo on the back.
Let's go. Fire. So you're branching into a whole bunch of different stuff right now.
Whole different,
like building right now and behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah, that's the goal. I'm trying to just do things I like to do, because like some of the stuff I just hate doing.
100%.
Like I really like making the videos. I already know that, but like to design clothes, like I like designing clothes. And I think it's cool, but stick to one thing that you're good at. So I'm trying to bring on a dope designer. I have this kid. His name's Jack. Shout out Jack. He owns Pythia. They're a big brand. Okay. I'm trying to get him to design some stuff. I also have my boy Hef Designs. He owns Design Atelier. It's a dope brand. He designed the tees that are coming out.
Fire.
But yeah, I'm trying to get like sick, clothing designers to come in, and then we have that music side, the dope video side, to like really bring the brand together.
100%, yeah. Get some of the artists rocking the merch. It's
exactly.
It's just organic. Yeah,
exactly. I mean, half the artists see the whole crew wearing the hoodie, and they're all like, yo, where's mine?
Exactly.
And I'm like, all right, let me get you one.
No, exactly.
Every time.
That's what happens, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Tell me about, So yeah, you're still doing free music videos now. You already explained it.
Yeah.
Like, depending on like situational
Yep.
stuff. It's like you won't necessarily do it on everybody, but if you feel it and it's the love and it's like the right environment, it's like, hey, you'll fork out even money out of your own pocket.
Exactly.
For some of this stuff.
Yeah.
That's awesome, bro.
Yeah.
I know I was watching some of these videos and I thought it was really intriguing on how you go ahead and approach a music video on the 20 seconds and having it switch up in every 20 seconds. Like,
Yeah.
what made you start thinking that? Is that how you map out every video when you're going through? It's like, hey, in 20 seconds, it completely needs to be something completely different on every video?
Yeah, I mean, it started, that's how I feel like for a while I was trying to find my style, you know, like how I would fit in. Because I feel like when you watch some directors' videos, you can just tell like, oh, they did this, like this is gonna be crazy. And you kind of like know what you're gonna see. So I started to, I don't know, one video I was just like, yo, every 20 to 30 seconds, I want to see something new. Like see something new, just like how TikTok is. Like almost like you're scrolling on the feed.
Yep.
But like everything transitions and makes sense into like one thing. So that's what I started trying to do a lot more.
Is like every 20 seconds bring...
Yeah, not even
something
20,
new.
it's just like by the vibe.
By the vibe, 100%.
Yeah, like if someone's got a verse, all right, verse ends, hook's coming back in, or like there's a slow point, I'll just like listen to the song, literally write down the times.
100%.
Yeah.
I even thought it was cool just when how you broke it down, and even when you just explained right now with like the TikTok and how you scroll through, it's like you're normally watching like 30-second videos on TikTok before we're getting like accustomed to our attention span being that. So even just psychologically taking how that like people in taking content
That's
and then
what I'm
breaking
saying.
that
It's
down
kind of
into
like
the edit.
it's kind of like a Mr. Beast video too, you know? Like
Yeah.
any of these people that are really killing YouTube, they pay attention to like, you know, the speed at which things need to go, or it's like, this is fucking boring.
And
I
like,
mean, it's also can be art. Like, I'm sure Ye has one take videos, or like that fucking Kendrick Lamar one where they face formed. Like, that's
Crazy.
one scene.
Yeah.
Doesn't really change up besides the face, but it's still crazy.
Yeah, definitely. It's situational for some of that stuff. Any artists right now that you want to shout out, or any people that you're looking at in the underground scene that you're like, hey, bro, these people are up next. You guys need to be watching for them. Like,
Definitely, bro. Rapta and Roki
okay.
are next up. They just dropped this Boston Baby song. It's like a Celtics little anthem.
Let's go.
Roki's had it in the cut for like 2 years. He's like, no, I'm never going to drop this, bro. Like, I'm not going to drop this. And Raptor's like, bro, this is the time. I'm going to throw a verse on it. Let's do it as a collab. Song came out. We're going to probably go back to Boston like in the next few weeks and shoot the video.
Let's go.
But like, bro, they're going crazy. Roki, I already said Roki, obviously. Arden Jones, of course,
Yeah.
going crazy. Shout out to Arden. Timeline, Cheskino, my boys.
Let's go.
Shit, bro, there's so many talented kids. I can't wait till we have the platform where I can just fucking put all these kids on. Like,
Where you just like hit him on that and it's just like changes the...
yeah, because Cole got to
trajectory.
that point, you know, where he could just be like picking people out of the pile,
100%.
give them the video, even whatever the fuck they sound like, bro. It's gonna go crazy. Like, Cole knows.
He knows.
We're trying to get to that point
Yeah.
where like we can change kids' lives. Like, that would be
100%.
crazy.
How important is like the curation process too? Because I think even one thing that people, like at the beginning, sure, Cole Bennett was just grinding, but now he is curating the music too because he's being very selective. How important is that and like picking the right stuff, you know?
No, it is, and I try to give my input, but at the end of the day, like, I'm not the artist, bro.
Fact.
If the artist wants something, you know, that's what they want.
100%.
I'm just the guy to bring their vision to life.
Fact.
But, you know, I try to tell every artist, like, yo, if a verse isn't that hot, cut the song, put the hook in to end it, and people will play that back, and you'll get more streams instead of just making people click off the song or click off the video.
100%.
But yeah, no, like, even like most artists will send me like 5 to 10 songs and be like, pick the one that you think is the one, and we'll do it. I'm
Let's
like,
go.
all right, perfect, let's do it.
Let's go. And you started linking up with you and Bankroll have been doing a lot of crazy stuff.
Yeah, me and Bankroll been going crazy. I feel like he's 20, I'm 23, but I feel like, you know, we're like the same age, just like two little shithead kids deep down. Like,
Yeah.
we get each other so well, and I get his brand, and I get like, you know, what he's trying to do. So I feel like we mesh perfect. My whole crew is like, you know, 20 to 25. So
100%.
we're all just a bunch of young kids trying to have fun, just like he is. So
That's awesome. The chemistry,
Yeah.
I can see with the chemistry on camera with what you guys have been making.
Thanks,
it's like,
bro.
It's been portraying with the stuff.
Yeah.
And you like, are we even allowed to say that? Lil Skies and Bankroll?
yeah, we got Lil Skies and Bankroll coming out.
Let's go.
It was just me and a little A7S3, no gimbal, no lights. I probably haven't done a video like that in a while. Like, just me and a camera alone
Yeah.
without the crew. So like, shit, I struggled. I needed some help there now, but it came out fire.
Tell me the differences between Run and Gun and you like the bigger budgets now? Or
Definitely, yeah. Like at first, bro, like before I did those 3 big videos, like in the morning before them, I would literally wake up and throw up in the toilet because I was so nervous. Because like, bro, it's like, I can't fuck this up.
Oh, 100%.
And like, I have a team of like 20, 30 people that are relying on me to like make sure like we make a movie every time. 100%. So like those first ones I got nervous, but now I just generated like such a good team. Like I get there, I look in the parking lot, everyone's there on time, like we're ready to go. Everyone knows what they're doing, it's always good vibes. Like our biggest thing, like I feel like I've been on a lot of video sets and they're like, it's kind of boring, or like the vibes are kind of like mad, like someone's mad at someone, or like the artist isn't happy with shit, and like the vibe's just kind of like off. We're like anti any of that. Like if something doesn't look good, it's like, all right, what can we do to make it better? You know, like let's just have fun. Let's just like make this effortless, because that's when the best shit comes out.
That's so important, bro. That's so important. How do you go about picking your team?
I mean, I met Grant and Chase, the 2 kids that helped me start this in film school.
Okay.
So I met them like the first day.
Okay.
I was shooting music videos. They were, doing music video stuff too. And I was like, yo, you guys should, just come help out. They helped out on like 2 Ty Fontaine videos that I just shot for like free basically. And it just started growing. I started meeting more people, worked with some people, we didn't work that well together. Worked with some people, we worked great together. And it's just like, I keep around the core roster.
100%.
And now we have like a goated team that like we just use for everything.
That's so dope. That's so dope. Yeah, teamwork makes a dream work. People don't understand. It's like you gotta have that team. You know?
Bro, for real. Like all these big budget videos, I could not do without the team. Like they're crazy. Like
and having a good team comes from somebody being able to pick the right people too.
Yeah, it's everyone coming together to do it. Like it's crazy.
Because like some of the biggest companies, the most successful companies, they have someone that really knows how to hire people and know when to fire them and let go people to really bring that team together. I think it's super important.
Yeah, no, and it's not even all me. Like my teammates will literally be like, yo, like this dude or whoever like wasn't on today. Like I think like someone could fill that better, and then we'll fill it better the next time. And I'm like, you were right, bro. They fucking killed this shit.
That's
like that just leveled up our team. Like so everyone's equal.
Opinions equal
too, bro.
Like listening to people, like open ears type of thing. We learning, right?
Yeah, everyone's learning, bro. No one's perfect. Like I'm no master in this shit. I just dropped out of school.
We're just figuring this out as we go.
I remember being there one day and I look at the artist. I think it was like Alex Warren, and I was like, bro, I don't even know what I'm doing. Like I just wing this shit every time.
I'm just on God though. It looks beautiful.
It looks good.
Hey, we doing it. That's people don't understand that, but it's a lot of that, It's a lot
of I feel like some like industry film heads would probably come on my sets and be like, well, they're doing all this wrong. Like, what are they doing? And then you see the product and you're like, oh, it's art, bro. Like, if you do it wrong, it don't matter as long as it looks cool.
As long as it looks cool. No, 100%, bro.
It's all about the eye.
I love that. So this section I like to go into, I do a little overrated, underrated. So it's just kind of a quick little, I'll just name a couple topics. The first thing that comes to your head, you could say overrated, underrated. You could say perfectly rated too if you want to, but prefer maybe to keep it a little bit more overrated, underrated. Balls go through and you just tell me what comes to your head.
Okay.
Lyrical Lemonade. Just hit you off top.
I don't want to be that guy.
I know. It could be perfectly rated though.
I think it's underrated.
Okay.
They've inspired me since I was younger. Absolutely. And like what they're doing with Web3, the NFTs, the festival, clothing, everything. Like Sal, Cole, I've met all of them. They're all like amazing people.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I mean, bro, they literally paved the path for me and millions of other kids that want to do something with a camera in the music space. So like, yeah, they'll be underrated forever.
Facts. Yeah. I like that. That was a good explanation for the underrated too. I was curious to see what you were gonna say. I thought it was just gonna be perfectly, and then it was just good.
Nah, can't be.
That's good. How about Kanye West?
Kanye West. He's rated. He's
perfectly
goated.
Rated.
He's goated. Yeah, he's goated.
Okay.
He's it.
Playboy Cardi.
Playboy Cardi. Underrated, bro.
Underrated?
He's a superstar.
You like Playboy too?
Oh yeah, he's a superstar.
Is those like, do you bump Playboy and that type
I
of
do, yeah, but even just like scrolling on TikTok and seeing like his intro to his tour.
100%.
Where like all the smoke and the red lights and you just hear him like, wah! Like that,
you're just like, bruh.
I was like, this man is a superstar.
Yeah, no, that's for real. Yeah, that's on different. How about record labels?
Record labels? Overrated, bro. What?
Facts.
We're gonna make them obsolete one day.
Let's go.
I mean, no, I have nothing but good words to say about most of the labels, but like, at the end of the day, like, some of these artists should just be doing partnerships. And like,
100%.
they don't really need them unless just for marketing. Have them do your marketing and that's it.
100%.
Build your own team to do everything else and just have them do the marketing.
And I think that's so important too, because then the artist can understand what the hats are and who's wearing the certain hats, and then understand how positions work just a little bit. You don't need to know everything, but just understanding a little bit of it, so then you understand what these people are doing and why you're paying them money and where your budget's going. Because there's artists that I'm even talking to, and they're trying to sign, but it's like, bro, you need to like learn it. Like having a manager, like having somebody that steps in and is like that middleman too soon, it doesn't allow you to like deal with the things.
I know so many kids that are just in bad situations, but at the end of the day, there's probably a lot of kids that are like, well, if I get a label deal, like, it could change my life. And like, if it's a short-term deal, like, fuck it, I'd bite the bullet for a year, and then after that, like, I could be a superstar.
100%.
So I mean, in those cases, it's probably good, but
100%.
there's a lot of kids in bad deals because they just didn't know what they were doing. They saw like a small little bag if they just stayed down and worked on themselves and grew that leverage. 2 years come by, they go to that label, they're like, bitch, I already got fans and I got money. Like, what are you gonna give me?
I need distribution. That's it.
That's
you know?
it. That's it. That's what I'm saying. That's what every artist got to do, is just be on that grind. Like Arden Jones is someone. I mean, he's signed, but he's in like a partnership deal, so he's in a good deal. But he's someone that will drop 3 songs a month, every month.
Fire.
Like that's what every independent artist should be doing.
Seriously.
Is just a constant like, yo, at this point, you're gonna get a new song every week or 2 weeks or whatever. Just so you can start building that leverage.
Branded, consistency. Shout out to Arden Jones for that too, man. He's been going crazy for real.
Crazy. Like his reels are getting like millions of views now.
And it's cool because it's like his natural talent too.
It's
You
natural
can tell
talent.
It's
It's him raw with a ukulele, just going crazy.
Dude,
I met him like 2 years ago. I heard his song. I'm like, this kid's gonna be a superstar. Like superstar.
That's awesome.
And he's still small. Like this is like he's still small.
And he's still
He's gonna be nuts, bro.
For real.
Nuts.
So how did that come about? You just
saw him on TikTok, DM'd him, told him to pull up here. He pulled up here. He was like, just like a bankroll situation where it's like, you know, we're all on like the same wave.
Vibes.
Like we're all boys. Like instantly met him, we're boys. So yeah, we shot 2 videos. We're gonna do more. He's just been busy, bro. He's on tour. He's making so much music, but we're gonna get some more in for sure.
You guys should, for sure. I love that.
Yeah.
Any last things you want to like shout out for the people, or anything that you're working on that people need to stay tuned for, you're excited for, just to let people know what you got going?
Yeah, man. I mean, the show, bro, the Shooter Co. show. It's called Should We Shoot. I don't know if I'm gonna change the name, but that's what we're rocking with right now.
That's
Should We Shoot?
Fire.
But I need everyone to just go bug me to do it, because I'm just lazy, bro. I'm just so focused on the videos. It's hard for me to like want to do anything else.
100%.
And it's like 90% there. I just need to like focus on it. And all the guests are ready. Like I have crazy guests lined up. Like everyone we work with or are around, like are down to come and do it. So, and we got to get you on there too, bro. Do the same thing.
Let's run it,
and I'll talk about you.
No facts, bro. So the next thing, we got the interviews, the podcast, the shows are what you're really excited for throwing.
Yep.
Bringing people to the city.
Yeah, we're trying to do some shows
Yep.
here in Boston, maybe New York, trying to branch out and just, you know, because we can put shit together, and I feel like we create such a good experience on set. I want to create good experiences for, you know, all types of music people, like events,
100%.
concerts, all of that. Yeah.
That's so beautiful. Yeah, and then you're able to capture the content, promote it, package it the way you guys want to, and then just keep building from there. It goes
Exactly.
crazy. I love it, bro. So last question I always like to end with is, what advice would you give to your younger self, or if there's something you go back and maybe switch up, what would you change, or what advice would you give your younger self?
I'd probably say you got to not like rely on one thing, you know? Because when I was younger, I feel like I would feel like I was on the come up, and then I'd get this opportunity and it would fall through, or like it wouldn't work out. And I would just be like, damn, like I put all my eggs in that one opportunity, it fell through, and now it's just like demotivating. Like you got to just look at everything and take it with like a grain of salt. Like, all right, I got this opportunity, I'm still hungry. I got to set up another one. Like, let's send like 20 more DMs to some artists that I fuck with, that I'm trying to get a video with, or I'm trying to, whatever, you know, anything in life. Just don't like focus on one thing, because it's so small compared to what else it could be, you know?
Absolutely. Don't get complacent too, you know?
Yeah, bro, like there's been amazing opportunities that I've missed just because I submitted a treatment, they didn't like it, or they went with a different director or something, like crazy videos. And I always just, like, after I lost the first one, it was like a damn. But as I learned to be like, yo, fuck that shit.
100%.
We'll have a new one tomorrow. Like, let's just go. That makes us even more hungry, you know?
100%.
Once I learned that, it's like, it's been smooth sailing ever since.
And it's like almost in a sense what you're saying is like not getting too caught up in the highs and not getting too caught up in the lows, kind of just being like neutral type thing. You know?
Yep, just taking it all in.
No, absolutely. I love it. Well, there you guys have it. Another episode Under the Wraps with the one and the only Jake the Shooter. You guys are watching Blue House TV, and we will see you next week. Later.
Peace.
Oh, man. Appreciate you, bro. Let's get it.
You know, I know.